Hey everybody, I'm just trying out a couple of new things here on my stream. What do I have open over here? I can't even see. What's that? Oh yeah. Alright, awesome. Yeah, man, awesome. So this is the PsychoTronic Matt stream. I'm just being a little bit of a psycho. But it is not yet a psychobelly freakout. We're not to that point yet. Are we ever going to get to that point, folks? I could not tell you. Will it ever get really dark around here? Will it ever get really twisted? Twisted and weird. It could happen. Fix that. What's up, bro? Am I on yet? Hey, sorry folks, I'm just checking something else, don't mind me. Check microphone, check. Is that coming, any of that coming through? Any of this coming through? Alright, I'm gonna cut the audio and just let the guitar do the talking, but hey, first, let's find a tone, huh? I'll find like a decent tone and not just play naked. That'd be cool. Oh yeah, it's very, very cool in here tonight. Alexa, blue lasers on. Alexa, blue lasers on. And remember, folks, this is candy. It has no nicotine, no additives, no adulterants. There's no drugs in this at all. This is not drugs. Right, just making sure we understand that. I do not at all, in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. I mean, I don't tell other people what to do in general if I can avoid it. So oh yeah, what's this? What's this? Ooh, it's a 7. What's that? That's an A7 right there. Ooh, sounds kind of rough, doesn't it? No, that's not an A7 at all. What is that craziness? It's gotta be an AUG, right? Wait, why would G sharp major be in? Oh, because it's not G sharp, dipshit, it's G5. There. Doi. F sharp. So yeah, I am just literally fooling around with some chords. Sorry, I forgot I'm supposed to be setting up a tone, aren't I? Let's go ahead and get an interesting tone here. Folks, I'm just fooling around. I'll probably drop the stream here in a second. But I did want to kind of check and see how some of this comes across on Twitch. Right, so C major would be in. I made a kind of decent-ish tone. Let's see if it's survivable. See how it comes through here. I kind of like it. It's not too heavy. Very, very interesting. Well. Alexa, set a 20-minute laser timer.
Laser timer, 20 minutes, starting now.
Careful, buddy. Down at the guitar. Alexa, office. Never mind.
Sure. Here's Spotify in the office room.
Alexa, stop music. She just loves this. And again, I just want to stress, this is not intoxicating. There are no intoxicants in this container at all. This will not get me high at all. I do want to make sure I'm not cooking my hair, though. These will definitely cook off my hair if the laser touches my hairline. I'm gonna have a bad time. Alexa, turn blue lasers off. Anyway, I love the way they look on this filter. Back to the filter, folks. Wouldn't want to be too sane. Wouldn't want to be too reasonable. Time to get PsychoTronic. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back. They'll never know I'm smoking weed. There will be no indications. No one will ever guess that I'm getting high. Yeah, believe me, folks, I'm as concerned and frightened as anyone.
Yeah, you're just the dude you've
by
always
all
hung out
of
with.
this. Yeah, folks, I'm as bothered by what's happening, I think, as anyone. But off we go. Alexa, black mode. I know it does. My neck beard does look like a double chin, but then how could you possibly resolve any actual human features in that?
That? No, you can't.
It does make it look like I have a double chin, though. I should do this, and then I can shave. And if it looks like crap, I'll just use this until it grows back.
Perfect.
I'm a genius. Wait, hold on. I gotta stop saying that. Shit, that was supposed to. This has been a joke before. Now what am I supposed to do? It was though, because I'm just a pothead.
You know, you've always been really smart. It was never a joke.
This thing is like, I tell you know what it's like? I play a lot of video games. You know what this is exactly like? You know how when you're a fighter, and like you're playing fighter in a video game, and you get a sword, and the sword is like power attack +2, and you're like, man, I love power attack, but with this sword, it's like I'm several levels higher than I actually have any right to be. That is exactly what the Fret Zealot is like.
You're like, man, I love playing around in keys on the fretboard.
But I can't remember it this well. Look, you can't forget it.
You can't forget.
See, I don't know. Folks, I only know Phrygian Dominant like a little bit. I really don't deserve to be playing this well. This is gear. This is not me.
This is gear,
I want this on
good.
record. I'm not this good. This gear is artificially and unfairly augmenting my perceived skill.
But like a dancer with marks on the floor, you'll learn.
I know, right? Because how could I eventually... I mean, this is so much fun. Here's the thing, right? The amount of fun you have while you're playing a musical instrument is almost directly connected to how good at it you are.
Yeah, to how much you learn and how much you're learning.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
the better you are at an instrument, the more fun it is, because it sounds good, people like it.
And the more fun, the more your brain wants to remember it.
Jesus, I could be hard on this shit. This thing.
Actually, yes. Now,
This just bumped me up to 2 skill points I didn't have.
this will prevent mistakes.
Of course, yeah, you can't really. It's so much harder to fuck up. Just don't hit the fucking black spot.
Just check it. Yeah.
Just hit the lights. Always hit the lights.
The only risk of making mistakes is if a pretty girl starts flirting with you while you do this and you forget to look.
Oh, see? I hit it out. But it's okay, man. I'm just getting used to this. Like, this is the first night of the Fret Zealotry. Really.
Fret! We must fret! We must fret! That's a diagonal line. I just noticed from here.
You like that?
Yeah.
Maybe? You like it that way? What, dude?
Ooh, yeah. Playing you the funky music.
Because no one has ever correlated guitars and sex before.
Uh-huh.
I'm the first person to ever befoul the noble and unstickied realm of
Yeah,
guitars.
no one's ever just climbed on their guitar playing partner like, okay, done listening now, let's...
I'm pretty sure most of the albums you've ever heard were composed by someone whose Johnson definitely touched at the time. Sorry, excuse me.
With the ladies.
Possibly their other equipment. Ladies
Yeah.
compose great albums.
Ladies compose great albums,
But
and
then they
someone might
usually have
service them
sex
while they
with
do
someone.
so.
Yeah. Like, it's kind of notorious. Right, I mean, the guitar was basically popularized, I'm pretty sure, because the government discovered. They were like, hey, look, this mostly harmless instrument increases, like, the birth rate. And, I mean, you know how they are about wanting people. Want to solve the demographic crisis for the human race? If we actually wanted humans to breed more, literally the correct answer is teach them how to play instruments and dance.
Those technologies were invented a long time ago.
When was the last time you heard about an incel that was good at the guitar? How often do you think those things overlap? I'll be impressed. If some guy manages
tends to fix
to
itself
stay
at some
incel,
point.
yeah.
Like, they may start the guitars in itself. They do not end that journey.
I guess prog rock has to exist for that reason, to create a haven for guys who don't actually want girlfriends, but do want to play the guitar.
Is that a type?
I'm joking, that's a joke. Please don't set my house on fire.
Horrible.
No, I'm kidding. Even they. Like, that's the reason that's a joke is because every time you see one of these dudes with the 9-string guitar and stuff, there's always a woman. Like, even he gets a girlfriend. There's nothing else you can be a total nerd about that will still get you laid.
Right.
That's the thing, is like total guitar nerds. Well, maybe sports. But I don't know, actually.
No, girls get tired of sports nerds.
Guys who know too many baseball statistics in the old days, in the 50s, those sort of dudes who couldn't get it together.
Who cared more about the numbers than the sport, yeah.
That unfortunately was a bit of a meme back in the day.
And being a sport nerd did not
Too much.
necessarily
Just
be
too much of one.
Yeah, being able to list the stats of your favorite player is one thing, and being able to list the scores of every single game ever played by your favorite team and all the teams they ever played with is totally different.
Well, I don't really know, technically. I never could get that into sports. I had baseball cards when I was a kid. Literally, you were not a human male in the era in which I was raised if you did not own baseball cards at first.
Oh well.
But I found Marvel comic cards very quickly as a way to translate my enjoyment of fantasy into
adventure.
and to get out of having to worry about baseball cards. But I did have baseball cards.
And I understand. There was a time in the early noughts in which children could not escape owning Pokemon cards. Like, they would wind up in your possession, you could give a shit. I literally got Pokemon cards for, like, attending...
We will not discuss my previous interactions with Pokemon. I support all fandoms.
Right, okay, yes.
Fandom in general, all I gotta say is thanks for being fans. Thanks much. I appreciate every person who pays for and enjoys
Who supports creators.
comic books, movies,
Yes.
music.
Thank you for supporting creators. Thank you for
Anything
having
on
a
this
passion
earth.
on
Yeah,
caring.
appreciate it. Thanks for
Totally.
making this a job.
Yeah.
And I mean for other people, God knows. I have no fans that no one is supporting me. But, well, except maybe you. But
But why crush the dream by hating on people who could be your fans?
I don't know. That's absolutely not why I'm in this. If I need money, I will go get a job.
Which they will hire you for, God knows.
Probably. I still know how to do computer stuff. You needed somebody to install some cash registers or something, or like set up the internet, I'm good. Yeah, I'll take it. Like, that's not a problem. So, I don't know, it's just, to me, I got kind of a little bit more of, and I'm not trying to emulate or anything, but I'm just saying like a Bruce Springsteen kind of worldview. Like, if you need money, you go work at the docks. You play guitar to be good at guitar. And then anything that comes from that is incidental and enjoyable. But, we gotta move these refrigerators, we gotta move these color TVs, is more reality.
And it's good that people support
I can
creative
move
work.
some fridges and TVs at this point in my life.
Ha, yes, you
Hook me up
can
with a
make money on
hand.
that.
Hook me up with a hand truck. I don't even want to drive. Literally, just I will be the second chair in the mover company.
And they
No
need
problem.
that.
Give me a hand truck. I can haul boxes. Keep my tone up.
Actually, knowing your talents, I'd put you in the truck to stack. Because you're very good at stacking.
Yeah, exactly. Great job, right? Just hauling fucking boxes around. It'd get old after a while.
Sure, but you can do it for months.
I miss the old days when you could just wander around petty jobs and live.
That sounded good.
It
I've
was
only read
nice.
about it, but it
When you're just
sounded
an
good.
all-purpose human.
Like,
You just
hello,
do stuff.
I am a useful human. I need money for a couple weeks while I'm in
Exactly.
town. And they're like, well, shit, we need somebody for a couple weeks.
Behold, I am assistant manager man.
And then they pay you in
Washer
cash.
of trash cans. Stalker of boxes.
And they pay you
Filler
in
out of
cash.
schedule
And then
chunks.
you fucking the Hulk out to some other town later.
You know what they ought to do? And people won't have to do this anymore, but I wish for the last 20 years
Yeah.
that in the schools what they'd done for logic puzzles had been Debbie, Johnny, and Sally all need work schedules that include...
Oh, that would have been so smart.
Debbie wants less than 8 hours on any particular day and less than a total of 30 hours per week.
Sally.
Johnny's trying to buy a new car and wants as many hours as you can throw at him.
Sally is a student and can only work outside of school.
She'll work really hard. She wants a lot of hours, but she's got these lockout periods.
Yeah.
Please design them a work schedule. And then, like, secretly you just make the assistant managers use the stuff that smarter high school kids.
Yeah. Carlos is a parent and has to be available for
Now there's a real world problem that will need to be solved.
I would have had more fun. Honestly.
Right, you'd be an assistant manager right now because they would have made it clear to you how much you would have actually enjoyed the day. I don't know why you don't do that for a living. One of the strange things about you is I can't figure out why you weren't tracked into the right...
I took a business management class and it was boring and controlling and horrible.
They love people like you in middle management.
They do, because I care about people and I'm ever so slightly
You'd be
meticulous.
You could fill out a schedule chart and you could make a spreadsheet remembering people's days off.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not, like,
and when they told me the story behind why they need the day off,
you'd be more likely to
remember
remember
it more.
those people.
Yeah. I'd be the one.
Oddly, you'd be an empathic middle manager, and you're not particularly empathic in normal life.
That's true. That's true.
You're more empathic as a middle manager. Most people are less empathic.
I'd be like, Debbie, I think the school year's starting again. Do you have a different class schedule? Like.
Or like not assigning the guy who was trying to work too many hours enough that he killed himself. Or letting his qualities slip. There's the logic puzzle most people... It's going to be very strange. I wonder what employment is going to be like for the next 20 years. Because every year, the AI is going to be able to do a little more. For the next 20 years.
Yes. And it will learn from patterning. So the more examples we give it, the longer it exists,
And
the better it learns.
it's computer technology. Remember cell phones when they came out? Huge, horrible bricks. Now? So the AI you're looking for, the AI we're all dreaming of, put a timer on it. 20 years.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Or less.
I really enjoyed the flip phone era, but it was short.
I like tablets. I'm the tablet guy. I love those. Those are how I always wanted computers to be.
And you tuned into phones when they became tablets.
Wouldn't it be cool if your house just had all these little tablet points? And you just, I'm going to build one of these where I just stick my tablets.
Oh,
The thing is, we don't need that anymore. I'd like to move up to the Vision Pro. The AR headset I'm looking for is almost ready. The prototype isn't quite what I'm looking for.
The tap strap is a little tedious for what it is.
Tap strap's old, right?
Yeah. Vision Pro.
Our tap strap is old. Who knows what the new one is like?
Right, gesture stuff. They've got gesture rings, I think, now.
So I would definitely like to get a Vision Pro.
Yeah.
But it's a hell of an investment just to
play with and learn about.
Well, just to throw out. Like, I'm not just gonna, like, I gotta do some research.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. We gotta be sure we're investing in the right one.
That is so much fun. See, look, all I'm doing is now it's a 7th chord.
Oh, and
You know how I know it's a 7th chord?
how?
This is the B fret on the E string. That's the high E string, so that's a B. Right, but this is an A chord.
Ah, yes, of course.
So it's got to be 7th because an A chord, if A is the bass note and B is the high note, then it is by definition a 7th chord. And now it's not 7th. What is that? So that's D, so that's the D sharp. So that's an A, D sharp.
That's a 4.
How is that not out? Right, because I'm on the 5th fret. So what's 5th fret of the D string? See, this is, you gotta learn the fretboard in order to correctly do this, right? So that's E, F, right? So D sharp, E, F, G, G sharp, A again. So it's just a reinforcing A. Oh no, I'm wrong. So yeah, this is a G.
Yeah, I believe you said 5 was G.
Yeah, 5 would be G on the D string, right? Of course, obviously, GD string. Pardon me.
It's only a curse word
I know, that's a joke. Right, because how would that work? Obviously, the 5th fret is the what? What's 5 half steps?
2.5 whole steps.
Right, which is minor second, major second, minor third, major third. What comes after the major third?
Minor 4th.
There's no minor fourth. Well, not in 12 ET.
Must be the 4th.
The perfect fourth.
Perfect 4th.
Right, because the 4th is perfect. It doesn't have a major and minor variation.
Right.
In our thing. So what's the minor 4th of D?
The perfect 4th.
It's G, because guitars are strung in fourths.
D, F, G.
So
yeah.
next to the D string is the G string because it's the 4th.
Right.
And so D is the what of G?
5th.
Exactly. I swear this gets easier than just, all you have to do is just think about it until
I'm accepting the repetition because I know it will cause me to learn it.
Right. Like, it's funny how far we come. You know, it's weird how much the human mind can do. I don't know.
I know
get
that you've
weirded
had
out.
more time to put into it, so I might as well take advantage of that by learning.
Okay, I must have sung the line, it goes like this, the 4th, the 5th, the minor fall, the major lift. I must have sung that line probably 400 times in my life.
Before knowing what it actually.
I had no idea what it meant at that time.
Me neither. Exactly. Well, I kind
Isn't
of
that
do.
silly?
Yeah.
I didn't. Isn't that silly? Strange world, then.
Yeah.
A minor, 4. That's A minor 7. And again, you see where my finger is, right? This is A minor 7.
Yeah.
So it's E minor 7.
What is E minor 7? D would be the 7. Because the nut is the E. So, yeah.
The minor 7, you just lift this finger up.
And you only hold.
It's literally the easiest thing.
Skip a fret. Second string. Skip a fret in the bar, and the string is the 7th.
And it's the same with E major, right? Which creates the major shape for the full 6-string bar chord. So you could do bar chords, you would just have to tune your you'd have to tune your extended range guitar with. Okay, I understand. I think I'm gonna make a very weird tuning scene. Anyway, so this is E major, right? Which is just, you raise the G 1 step to G sharp. Is literally all you do, right? E minor is E, G, B. So this is just a lot of E's, G's, and B's. It's an E, a lot of E's, and G's and B's. And this is, you take the 1 G that's actually in this, the open G string, right?
Making sure. And it has a different button.
Major lift, minor fall.
Yep.
Okay, but if you just take out, no, it's a major 7. Major's more resolved.
Yes.
What's the 7th of an E chord?
D.
So you just leave the D string unfretted, and now you have, that always adds a 7 to an E chord.
Yes.
Cool, right? But that also means everywhere because that every rule that applies to the E chord applies to full bar chords.
Yes.
That means there's 3 sets of bar chords. D string, open, styles, right? A string, open styles, and E string, open styles, or across the bars, right? See? So look. So it's exactly the same. I want to do a B minor. This is B minor. I want to do a B minor 7. B major. B major 7. More open sound. More final closing sound. Right? Because everything that would work for any, so now you know all the chords. Straight, like hilariously. Now, if you just remember that, once you manage your bar chord,
I will have to learn it with my hands, but yeah, because that's how I learn. Like
apparently.
Like
See,
I just watched it, but that doesn't mean I'll remember it unless I do it.
I'm a visual tactile learner. What people say can help me now, as long as I can roll it around. I've eventually learned how to learn from people's work. It took a long time.
They're practicing the videos that you can play.
I used to love when people try to give me directions verbally, and I'm like, no comprendo.
And I will remember the basics, like the shapes that I'm seeing, but I will not remember the specific strings until I do
just
it.
Remember it by learning it kind of over and over again.
Exactly.
So A major, right? You heard that, yes? A major with one more note, but still just A major. Which note has to be sharp in A major to make it not A minor?
Okay.
What notes are in A minor? Of course, yes.
Not of course. I'm literally.
You just skip a note.
Yeah. I had to visualize how the piano.
It's okay. It's in as hard as you can.
Okay. A minor is A C E, but
So-
don't you have to sharp to make it A major? It's in the one, so you're saying it's C sharp.
It would have to be, right?
Okay.
So A major is,
A C sharp.
I promise you, if you just listen to me for about 2 weeks, I can teach you everything I know about music theory. You have a remarkably receptive brain when you let it be. When you want to learn something, I've usually been able to just pour that information in your ear really fast. That's why I know when you don't want to do something. Your IQ differential
Yeah.
is like
Yeah.
40
No,
points, dude.
I'm
You literally go.
stubborn to the point of disability. I know.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
Like-
Your IQ differential. Anyway, we should talk about this on stream. I'm just saying.
No, when
Not
I
that
don't want to
anybody
learn
watches
something, I
this.
don't absorb it, and I don't
Yeah.
absorb it, and don't absorb it.
You can be very stubborn. You're
Yeah.
way worse than me. Anyway, I don't know. I'm enjoying. Like, I can very much learn by teaching.
Good. Yes, me too.
Cool. That is a fortunate trait for two people who are in a partnership to have with each other.
Yes, absolutely. I used to learn everybody else's lines in a play because I was helping them practice.
So I don't remember all the A string bar chord shapes. Want to like hang out with me while I learn some bar chords, and then you'll kind of
Like
just
why
have a
the fuck
little
not?
bonus next time when you're actually doing the same thing and learning them. And you know, there's nothing. No one has like you can pick up the guitar.
Sweet.
The guitar's all over the place. Yours is over there, right there on that stand.
Thank
Ooh, you okay?
Yes, there was a
Cool.
bit of plastic on the floor.
All right, just making sure there's no trouble. I know it's kind of hard to see in here
Yep.
right now. What with us just being like LED lines and not people anymore. But it's okay if you run into anything. It's also not a big deal because
It's
you no
also
longer
just
have
an LED
mass or
line.
weight.
Yeah.
God, if only that's how it worked.
We have eschewed physics and become.
That would be so sweet,
pure
bro.
music.
Let's ascend into lights, man.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna turn myself into a cloud right now.
Hey, the fact I was vaguely saving.
You know why? Because I'm stoned on my cloud. of the Clan McLeod. Oh, obviously, we're writing a show, folks, and we definitely have a show into which Stoner McLeod would be. Oh wait, no, that won't work.
Why?
Because Stoner is a rather different. I'm sorry, that means something totally different in Scotland. Never mind.
What does it mean?
Same thing as Boner does here.
Alright, we'll come up with a different first name.
No, I forgot. I'm not sure that's in common use anymore, though.
I didn't know. We have a pick.
Oh yeah, what kind do you want?
Standard.
Take your pick.
Firm-ish.
Firm, yet yielding.
Not super soft. Not the hardest picks you've got.
Okay, you don't like the heavies. That's
Not
fine.
necessarily. I like a little
That's
give.
super flimsy.
Yep.
How's that? That might be a little hard for you.
That's a little hard. The one where
That might be a little soft. We'll get it right here.
Yep. You are correct.
That might be your one. It's very lightly thinner than the other one. And this one is...
That's perfect.
Oh yeah. You sure?
Or very close to perfect.
How about this? That is almost exactly between...
Yes, I'll remember that is my pick.
Thanks. Played by the same dude who played Caligula and I, Claudius.
You know what?
And like no one else noticed that.
Also,
Except the Mystery Science Theater guys.
Harry Potter costumes, nobody like recognizes other actors in their Harry Potter role. It's one of those.
And I'm sorry, I mean Riff Track.
Yeah. I know that they're spiritually the same in your mind. Sometimes.
Yeah, but you gotta understand, okay, with my longevity being what it appears to be, I gotta be careful.
Oh,
or I'm gonna wind up being that dude who's like, it's 1995, and the dude walks in and he's like got a monocle. The anachronism could get way too serious.
Anachrony.
Like, yeah, like, oh, how about that foxtrot? Truman was pretty awesome.
I'm like, nope, people barely know who that is.
Even know who that is. Alright, so like A minor. You know A minor. I've got the two chords linked so much I said A minor and played C major. That's how it looked like. I've linked these two in my head.
Not mentioning it earlier. Hold on. You know that there was a switch.
So
Yes.
green string, first fret.
Yeah, I remember that.
Blue string second. Orange string second. 4.
Oh, and then this is the jump. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to remember. Appreciate it.
So what is your first finger on? What note are you playing with your first finger?
That's the
Green string is the B string.
oh, in that case it is C.
Right.
Blue is the D string, which means it's D sharp. No, D sharp.
You're on the B string, right? You're pressing the first fret, so what note is that?
C.
C.
And then the blue is the D string, right?
Correct.
Which means that that's an E.
Correct.
And then this is the G string.
Correct.
That's an A.
Making,
And then
as long as you don't play that heavy
is
E
an
string.
A.
Technically the E string is in, right? And if you play the E string, all that does is it makes it an E/A minor, effectively. It becomes a slash chord.
It doesn't sound
Because
terrible,
the
but
bass
at least
note
it's-
is now an E. Or in fact, I think technically, I can't remember exactly what this is called if you start it with the E. E-A-C-E. You hear that's...
Yeah.
You hear how it's different with the dark E, with the heavy E.
Yes.
And so it's the same here.
A.
A-E-A-C-E. A-E-A-C-E. Now, I tell you, if you learn the chords in this way, that is incredibly useful. In the long run, your high E string is way out.
Yeah. Alright.
Just letting you know. Learning to tune by ear is one of the most impressive things that a guitarist can do. Just so you know. And you have that capacity. You definitely do have that capacity. Your ability to guess tones is really good.
I've thrown off lately, but yeah, I started good.
What would it say?
Maybe.
See, I almost feel like you should have the fret zealot and I shouldn't right now in order to equalize our skill. Because if you had this, I could just say, hey, let's jam in C major, and I'd put it in C major mode, and then you could just hit the lights. Mm-hmm. That's the only sad thing is I feel like we've got mismatched equipment. Like our equipment is mismatched in terms of the skill it's providing. But this is a left-handed guitar. You'd be starting over from scratch. I guess you could play it upside down for utterly weird. Upside down with the fret zealot for just ranges.
Technically, the logic would still follow playing.
Unless a person had, I shit you not, 8 to 10 extra hours a day, and was planning on dedicating at least 20 to 40 years to playing total, and knew that they would get bored at the end of any one instrument and just switch to other instruments anyway, I'd say stick to one. You don't know, I don't know for sure that you're going to want to spend the rest of your life fucking with music. You might be happy when you get to the point where you can play any song that you want to on the guitar. That might be enough for you. That would be enough for almost any sane person.
Becoming a music theory and instrument specialist, which some people do.
You might. I'm not saying either is past you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know for sure, but I had a strong suspicion that for less than the price of a decent gaming computer, yes, really, less than the price of a new gaming computer, I could buy one of each instrument for each handedness and, one bass for each hand, one guitar for each hand. No problem. That's less than $2,000. If you're not going psycho, or, buying really nice instruments for your starter instruments, which also doesn't make
I had been tracking the cost, and you're right, it is now about the cost of a nice gaming computer.
Once I started getting good, then the extended range guitars and the saxophone and the drum kit. But remember, I didn't buy those at first.
Mm-hmm. And they're still altogether about the cost of fully kitting out a nice gaming computer.
I think I've stayed under $4,000 that month.
I believe so.
Cool, right? Think about it. $4,000 for a whole ass hobby.
One of the reasons my Karenism hasn't gotten ghetto friggy
come on, man. This is less than a motorcycle.
Is that this is actually a totally reasonable amount for one's artistic wastrel boyfriend to spend on a skill that they're actually getting good at.
Hey, buddy. You're the one who owes me money.
I know. I have this talk with the Karen part of my brain sometimes. You like that he's a buff artist. You like that he hangs out in your living room playing music. No, I know. But I'm like, you like that he's a buff artist, but he hangs out in your living room making music, and technically the amounts. I meant that in a sexy way.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready to start paying all the bills.
I know. Okay, I'm working on it.
Please, by all means, just let me know. I'll retire.
And honestly, practicing all your instruments has kept you from wanting anvil smithing on anything that beats it.
Which is good, so I have money. But at least that's good.
It is, yeah.
That's all. pardon my language, folks. I have possibly one of the filthiest mouths in the world. I do not see any viewers, but I also haven't been checking that closely. Anyway, just love the front Zealot. Love the way it shows up. Look how it looks like my fingers are sliding under it if I go fast. Watch. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice, because of the light linger effect.
Isn't that fucking cool? Right, so if that's, you see E. Wow, they got everything. Man, they got everything in this shit. Yeah, if you want to.
And then what was G? It was.
You're actually not bad.
I remember I like G and I remember.
Telling you those little fingers are going to be such a, those are going to be such a superpower someday if you keep practicing.
Practicing the 3 chords, I know what was G.
Freaking hobbits. Hobbits in your musical bonus. Yep.
Right, that's 3, top, bottom, and
3 on the E's and the B. B on the A. Yeah? G's on the E's, B on the A, that's it. And yet it's hard, isn't it? You put your top finger on the A string.
shake it out.
On the A string. You put your top finger on the A string first. So put your pointer finger, A string, no, see, on the A string in the 2nd fret. Now reach over your pointer finger with your middle finger. Well, that actually, but it's mirrored, so it should help.
There you go, you're right.
See? Technically, left-handed people with left-handed guitars should be better at teaching right-handed people. It's been a great boon for me, having everybody facing every way. Oh, and here's just a thing here.
Yeah.
You always have an extra chance to practice a slide every time you end anything. Right? Like, play my E minor. If you just feel like practicing slide.
I'm not plugged in, so it won't sound much.
Exactly, but you can still get a feel for it. Slides are amazing. Here's an example, right? Okay, so, yeah? You might want to plug in and tune up if you're going to play. Now, keep in mind, we are on stream, so it's your choice whether you want your earliest sounds on stream.
Oh, no cable. I would have to.
Go get your own cable?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we can buy them now.
Yeah. I think that may be wise choice.
Because I break them. I'm sorry, I gotta figure out how to stop breaking them. The way I play with them distresses me.
You're
I
very
need to
active.
tuck them better up under into the guitar cable.
Yeah, if you needed special anchors and stuff, you can break them.
Yeah, because it's costing about $10 a month in guitar cables.
Yeah, it'd be like a $5 to $10 order for a couple of little anchors. Maybe as much as 30 different anchors that every one of your computers
You need help?
Oh, no, I grabbed almost all of the cable.
You accidentally unplugged it from its quick pull.
I left the USB plug in.
Quick pulls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better than ripping the cable apart.
Very much.
Sometimes going out just for a second actually sounds better. This is what I'm learning about people like Paul McCartney, who, you know, were amazing. Oh, God, he's alive, isn't he? Yeah, Paul McCartney's alive? Pretty sure. I have a hard time remembering. I know that the Beatles are mostly gone. I think he's the only one there. It's just Ellie Ringo, I can't remember. But once you played scales and scales and scales and stuff that's in key and stuff that's in key, like hours and hours and hours,
Yeah.
eventually you start finding neat stuff that's out but still sounds good.
Neat, yes. Yeah, I noticed
It's kind of where the blues came from, I think.
one of the first songs we ever looked into, Creep, uses two modes of the same chord, which one of them must be officially out.
Yeah, okay, so we need to have a conversation about the blues.
Okay.
Okay, I think you don't like it.
Really?
I got a lot of resistance from you when the only scale that I could play was the blues, A minor blues. Am I wrong?
I think so, but
Okay, are you in?
Yeah.
Are you plugged in?
yes.
Are you tuned up?
No.
No. I assume you, yeah, no,
Alright, at
definitely
least-
not.
But at least I make a noise.
That's cool. Oh, and I do want to show you a filter that is so scary and horrible, it's hard to believe it's real. And I definitely won't do so with us on cam.
Oh, okay.
I'm not saying I'm getting a little dissociated, but I just had the thought, man, that guitar was pretty cool. Where was that coming from? that last chord was nice. Where was that coming from? I think I should utilize some more association aid here.
Yeah.
See if we can get more connected to the world. You know the worst thing about me? I get ash all over my guitar strings. Okay, maybe not the worst thing. Probably not even in the top 20. you know the blues scale?
I'm sure I'll remember it once you do it.
Really?
You taught it to me once.
Did I?
Yeah, long ago.
Can I get a strum? One of your left level is coming in way higher than your right. Can you check your cable? Your levels are totally off. Like, your left and right are totally off. Yeah, what you're only coming... I don't know, your cable might be plugged in wrong. Or maybe you're transmitting wrong. It seems to be transmitting good. Yeah, I see 2 levels there, I see 1 level there, so some cable somewhere is disconnected.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Just letting you know.
This cable might be the problem then if it's going in.
So it just spiked?
Yeah, okay.
No, I got a spike on your right level as opposed to your left level. Now both your levels are even.
Okay.
Probably also evil.
Yeah.
Cool. Try it. Excellent.
Well, that's interesting to note. So this cable's going to this part somewhere.
Yeah, because I damaged it. Wait, which cable?
Rope to transition cable.
Rope?
Sorry, the woven cable that comes out of the monitor to the
Sure, because we yank on it all the time.
We do yank on it all the time. Okay.
Yeah, you're half. I'm gonna cut your sound until you got your levels under control. Right, because you can troubleshoot it yourself thanks to Voice Meter. Folks, we use Voice Meter, and we think that other people would also benefit from doing so if they have not yet heard of it. It's an amazing program. Voice Meter is mostly free until you really start to go wild with it, and then they want money, and they deserve it. I've bought it twice, and rightly so.
We're set now, as long as they don't move it.
Might be time to get a new cable, huh?
Well,
Okay, I got you.
which one is what?
Nice. I mean, it's okay. Hey, let's get you some tone. You ready for some tone?
Yeah.
You'll be a little delayed because this is software tone. You know, if we ever start making money with music, we might use it on pedals. Pedals are fun, right?
Pedals.
And they have the advantage of being hardware.
Interesting. Oh, which means there's a delay?
Theoretically, the delay would be so minimal that you would never notice it. And that's the advantage of analog equipment as opposed to digital. Is digital, it comes down to your processing power. The amount we would have to spend to get our computers up to the point where they would be like lossless and no delay, no audible delay, would be much more expensive than just buying the analog pedals. So that's the reason the world's in this hybrid state right now, with like gasoline engines from the early 1900s alongside coal plants, and then super high-tech stuff that was invented at most
Very
like
recently.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's a strange world.
Alright, so quick review of blue scale and C. I'll remember it once we start.
Yeah, so from the
8.
E string, right, it's 5, 8,
Oh, okay.
5, 6, 7. 5, 7. 5, 7, 8. 5, 8, 5, 8. And back down. And I'm out, right? Nice, right? Okay, let's make sure our tones are relative to one another. Ready? Just an A. Sounds like unison to me. Cool. Oh, I'm a C now. So do you know the notes? Well, I don't have them memorized. Let me... I should, but I don't have the actual notes memorized. A blues. And technically I have been In my humble opinion, this is one of the most enjoyable and easiest scales. It like combines to be both. See, so A5 is in, right? You know A5? You do power chord? Okay, it's very simple. It's just a shape. See? So in this case, it's 577.
Okay. Yeah.
It's okay, it takes a little time. Oh, and those strings, by the way, are pretty, and they're dead. The E and B string on that are broken. Just so you know. There you have bend points in. Yeah, that thing needs a restring like whenever. I hate it because those are the nice Rocksmith strings. And we put them on pretty recently. But sadly, they seem to be wearing out.
Yeah, they're not too badly chipped or anything.
But look, well, anyway, I'll show you what I mean later. And then it's even worse on one of my basses. The Rocksmith strings on the right-handed bass are fully dead and need to be replaced.
So they just
Bass strings are pricey.
The coated strings just don't last very long.
Unfortunately, they don't seem to last as long. These are relatively brand new here. Oh right, I don't know why I'm looking over there. So also the power chord right next to it, as in almost all, like most scales. Like that was decent. What do you play?
Yellow and blue on 6.
What's happening over there?
Getting us the resonance, I think.
No, what are you playing? What are
Oh,
you trying to play?
I was just messing around.
Okay, but that's not a chord.
Okay.
Alright, so check it out, yeah? So right over from there is another power chord on the A string.
How close to the down?
And you don't have to play it all at once. You can kind of lightly strum or arpeggiate, right?
Yeah.
You get it? That actually sounded alright. The tone on that was pretty good, actually. That is surprisingly good. Wow. Pointer, huh? That was me.
Oh,
I was also playing. You can do the same thing on the A.
Oh, the power chord right before that? Hold on, was that this?
Yep. It's the same shape, just on the A string with the A is the 5 and the E is the 5 and the A and the B strings are on the 7. You want to try? Let's try getting in time together.
Yeah.
Ready? Now I don't know how well we're gonna do with this. Ready? rhythm guitar doesn't have to be particularly hard. Fun thing I just learned that I didn't know. You know what chord that you already know is in the A blues? C major. But of course it would have to be, right? Because yes, of course A minor. This is the tonic chord. Not that the blues exactly usually has a tonic. Not in the tradition. Nearly to a country song. we are circling around a country song right now. Anyway, folks, this is the some dude and the girl he lives with play guitar. Just a stream where some dude who you've never met or heard of plays guitar with some girl he lives with. No, I'm kidding. We're having a good time here at the Multi-Music Matt and tonight Multi-Music Rebecca stream. We're all doing totally legal things in our state or jurisdiction. But holy moly, we just became the Midnight Gamers. Oh shit. Now if you feed me, I will turn into a gremlin. With that, folks, we are about to switch our channel focus, at least whenever I manage to pry that guitar out of our newest little arpeggiator's fingers over there. No, I kid. I will simply mutter the word enshrouded under my breath, and she will realize that...
What evil fog and mushrooms?
Evil fog and mushrooms. This game is fucking hard. Show a hobbit a chord, and what do you expect to have happen? I think you'd really enjoy a Fresno. And yeah, I want to keep playing all night too, but I actually also want to finish this video game. Such a hard choice. Play music, play video games, pizza, you know. Tough out there. I don't know how I
don't know what's wrong with me now. I want another pizza.
Wait.
Like,
what? Oh, because brain chemicals.
Oh, right. I was using all that brain juice.
Yeah, it uses up your brain.
Like, I've been craving your pizza
your
this
brain
whole
lipids
time.
or whatever.
I want to finish your pizza.
Okay. I don't know. I was just not into it this time.
That's fine. I was. It was great. It was delicious. I needed it.
I love that. It looks so nice. Well, for decency's sake, folks, I have to turn off the camera before I put this guitar up because of where it goes and where my body would be relative to the camera in that scenario. So you're very briefly gonna get... No! The real world where we have bodies, no!
What'd you do?
My corporeal form is returned!
No, bring back the shiny lights!
You done? Good.
I need to practice fretting every day so my hands stop hurting so much.
You ready to get a 12 string?
No.
No shame.
But I am ready to have lighter little steel strings.
Okay. Well, I have a right-handed guitar here. Oh, are you alright?
Yeah, sorry. Just the used
just for a test.
Ooh, yeah, okay. You're right.
Try
these
those.
have
Those are super slinky.
thin little strings on them. That might be much nicer.
Those are the medically recommended beginner strings. They sound really nice and don't require very much pressure to fret. Feels good, huh?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's do things I know.
See, I had to start early. She's a freak.
Yeah, these are better.
Of course.
I don't know if I'm in tune, but these are better.
No, I haven't tuned that one recently that I know of. Uh-oh. What? Lost one?
A string?
It did.
Where? Oh, is it missing?
No. It's just very loose. Oh, it must have just gotten horribly untuned.
Yeah, as long as it's not actually broken.
It's almost, it slipped almost completely. That's crazy. For a second I was like, dang, I lost a beat. It's okay, it's a common B string. Hear that shit? It was all the way down.
Damn. Alright, that doesn't speak well for the post, unfortunately.
And it detuned completely. Didn't this thing get minorly hit?
I got scraped a couple times. I don't recall it taking me.
Let's be very careful with my acoustic guitar.
Of course, of course. And I mean like a cable
I
passed
love
over
this
it.
thing.
But you know what? It may have knocked the tuning peg without me realizing it.
Yep.
Even if just a cable passed over it.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Probably true. And another of the reasons I'm not super... Like, I know these guitars will die because it's Las Vegas.
And the humidity.
Nothing survives long here.
Humidity varies just so fucking much.
Yeah. Now I see the problem. This is the most bizarre shit I've ever seen. Look, it slipped out of its own nut slot.
Oh, I was wondering if you'd done that.
Echo bright mode and into the E string, of course. That's why I couldn't
find it.
can't find it at the upper frets. That is absolutely insane.
Freaky. There's teeny tiny strings. Like how like sometimes this one will jump off the fret and onto
Sure.
the sides of the frets.
Sure, that's very common with E strings when you're new, like we are.
Or just grip it the wrong way for a minute.
Well, I believe that all the, more experienced players probably don't have that problem. See, I'm having to carefully make sure this is in the right good time over there?
Yeah. What was D again? I know it was simple and
D major or minor?
Both.
Okay.
It's only the last
D major
4 strings.
is open 2, 3, 2. Starting at the D. Right, so it's nothing, nothing, open.
2, 3, 2.
And then all you do for the third, you just drop the third, and it becomes open 2, 3, 1 for the minor. But I'm pretty sure neither of those is in the A blues. So I don't know if that's all anymore. So my skill level will now return to its actual form. Alexa, black mode. Alexa, office black light on. But I really do have to play some video games here soon, folks. I can't just spend all my time. I know, sorry, I had to say it. It was too silly not to say. A man cannot just fritter his life away earning money and learning useful skills when there's video games to be played. I mean, really. So guitar with tone versus untoned 12 string.
I got one.
Pardon me, my piezo pickup. Pardon me.
Yeah, that's getting a little aggressive.
There's nothing I can do about it. Like, it picks up everything. It's just a microphone. Like, ultimately, the quote-unquote pickup in this guitar is a microphone. Because it's an acoustic electric. And these are nylon strings. Alright, hold on for a second. I need to get my, I need to see if I can get tone.
Oh,
Without
and everything's
causing
ready for your
feedback.
computer, I'm sorry.
Come on, it's very silly. I'm running an acoustic 12 string through a simulated heavy metal amp.
That is very silly.
Okay, ready? Play an A, just an A for me on the E string. I've turned you down way too much.
Wait. No, here's A.
But see, the more I turn you up, the more my piezo pick up. These may not be.
It's not a good A. There we go.
There's just the tuner if you need it.
I was looking at that, yeah.
Ooh, it starts off a little rough. How's your open string? How's that E? Oh, look. Yeah, you need
I'm
to.
out of tune again.
You
Oh,
just
start
probably
again?
been jamming on it real hard. It's a different guitar than the one you tuned.
Oh, I tuned this one too.
Okay.
And it settles on E, but it starts sharp.
It's kind of just because of these slinkies. Your goal is to make it start closer, yeah. Then you want it to settle closer too. I know this is tough.
How do you do that? How
It's
do you make it settle closer?
you just kind of tweak it until you get the best possible. So a little tighter. A little tighter. I don't know, man. I might be wrong. Those strings might be going out. A little tighter. You're just playing the open E, right? That's about right. That was pretty close. Ooh, what the hell? You tightened it a lot there.
I did just.
You must have just given it a big ol' honkin' turn.
Okay. I see.
It's no big deal. It takes a little while to get used to tuning guitars, you know?
There we go.
Okay, let me check my tone.
Yeah, of course.
Now I gotta see. Basically, I have to see what the minimum amount I can turn up my piezo is. Because I know I'm in tune.
Yeah.
Right, because I just tuned it with the vibro tuner. But I'm going to have to turn the microphones down or the speakers down, because this thing just picks up everything. I mean, it's literally on like 1% right now. And I have gone a little out. Yeah. My second E string was being a little finicky. Dare we try singing? Or is it too early for that? I think it's too soon for that.
Me.
It's never... Right. Sorry, shouldn't have asked. Did the answer hold up? I can't tune cleanly. This thing will teach you to tune just like within an inch of your life. And that 8 string is also really bad, because if it's at all off, you can feel it. You can hear it on the big floppy strings.
Yeah.
Alright, give me an A. Need. Can you give me an A minor?
Of the chord? Is that the one we went back to? Correct? Oh, wait.
Give me a C major. You remember E minor?
Of course. That's the one I want.
Can you do a D? And going out on you?
A little bit.
Can you do a D minor?
Not sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Learning not. Okay, 1,
Open 2 3 1.
open, 2. To know D. I learned D once, but I'm just not gonna get this time.
Okay, I'm fucking up my B diminished right now.
I'm cool with that.
Alright, enough screwing around. Let's put this stuff up and maybe eat a little bit of food and then play video games, okay?
You got it. I am ready to rest my fingertips.
Yeah. Alright, folks, thanks as always for watching. We enjoy having you here. I don't think anybody actually tuned in, so...
We enjoyed it anyway!
We had fun anyway, bye!